HGTV canceled Farmhouse Fixer. 3 seasons in, one of the network's most heartfelt renovation shows is over. And the fans? They didn't see it coming. Even Jonathan Knight himself admits he's still processing the decision. Why would HGTV cancel such a beloved show? What did Jonathan say about it? And what does this mean for the future of HGTV's programming? Let's dive deep into the full story of Farmhouse Fixer, its sudden cancellation, its heartfelt legacy, and the growing concern behind HGTV's recent choices. It happened quietly. No press release, no promo video, just a heartfelt Instagram post from Jonathan Knight. In that post, he wrote, "I am sad to say, HGTV has decided not to move forward with another season of Farmhouse Fixer. Christina and I are so grateful for all your support over the past 3 seasons. We will miss you all." For many fans, those words hit hard, because Farmhouse Fixer wasn't just another renovation show, it was something special. And for Jonathan to be the one breaking the news, that made it feel even more personal. What stood out even more was what Jonathan clarified next. He said the decision was purely financial, and that it had nothing to do with performance, content, or viewership. Let that sink in. HGTV canceled a show that wasn't failing, a show that had built a loyal audience, a show that many viewers considered the highlight of the network's lineup. Farmhouse Fixer wasn't flashy, it wasn't filled with drama. There were no screaming matches, no over-the-top gimmicks. Instead, it focused on something timeless, restoring old New England farmhouses, with heart, with authenticity, with respect for the past. Jonathan Knight brought charm and calm to the screen, not just as a former boy band heartthrob, but as someone truly passionate about preserving historic homes. He wasn't acting. He lives in a restored farmhouse himself. Alongside him, interior designer Christina Creston brought an artistic eye and functional sensibility. Together, the two made a perfect team. Their chemistry was warm, real, and focused on the work. No unnecessary conflict, just great design and storytelling. And the fans responded. They loved the personal touches. They admired how each episode honored craftsmanship and the legacy of the homes being saved. It felt genuine, something HGTV viewers don't take for granted anymore. Let's be clear, Farmhouse Fixer wasn't a low-performing show. It ran for 3 full seasons. It was consistently praised on social media and in fan forums. It even led to a spin-off, Farmhouse Fixer Camp Revamp. When a network greenlights a spin-off, it usually means one thing: success. You don't spin off flops. The show had a dedicated following. Viewers tuned in regularly. Fans even planned their weeknights around new episodes. So what happened? When Jonathan Knight posted the cancellation news, he didn't just make a statement. He opened his heart. He admitted he was still processing the reasons. That one sentence said it all. This wasn't a mutual decision. This wasn't expected. He didn't go into detail. He stayed professional. But the disappointment was clear, not just for him, but for everyone who worked on the show. Behind every home renovation series is a team: producers, camera crews, designers, contractors, editors, and most of all, people who care. For those people, Farmhouse Fixer was more than a job. It was a passion project. So to lose it, without warning, without ceremony, feels like a gut punch. Here's where it gets even more concerning. Farmhouse Fixer wasn't the only show HGTV canceled. Around the same time, fans noticed a troubling pattern. Multiple shows disappeared from the schedule. Some were canceled quietly, others were confirmed only after fan speculation grew online. One after another, long-running or fan-favorite shows stopped getting updates. So it begs the question, is HGTV going through a silent overhaul? And more importantly, are they prioritizing finances over fans? Jonathan's clarification that the cancellation was not related to content or performance speaks volumes. That kind of decision usually points to budget cuts, or a shift in strategy, or a looming financial shakeup behind the scenes. For years, HGTV was a feel-good network. You could turn it on at any time and feel calm, inspired, even hopeful. It was about more than tile and shiplap. It was about vision, transformation, creativity. Shows like Farmhouse Fixer tapped into nostalgia and warmth. They reminded viewers that beauty and character don't always come from newness, but from restoration. When HGTV cancels shows like this, it feels like a betrayal. Not because we're owed content, but because we supported it. We showed up, we watched, we cared, and then it's gone. Across social media, fans flooded Jonathan's post with support. Say it isn't so. You were the only reason I still watched HGTV. This show brought me so much peace. Others questioned HGTV directly. Why cancel a show that clearly resonated with viewers? Why not move it to streaming? Why not give it a proper send-off? So far, HGTV hasn't publicly responded, but the silence speaks louder than any press release. Jonathan's Instagram post ended with hope. He thanked fans, he acknowledged their loyalty, and he reminded everyone that he isn't done yet. In fact, Jonathan has never been one to stop moving. He's still touring with New Kids on the Block, he's still active in renovation and restoration, and he's hinted that he'd love to continue working in the home improvement space. Whether that means a new series, a streaming deal, or a personal project, Jonathan Knight isn't finished. And based on fan reactions, there's a strong chance viewers would follow him wherever he goes. Farmhouse Fixer was more than just a cancellation. It was a signal. A sign that HGTV may be shifting toward cheaper, quicker formats. That long-term storytelling is being replaced by competition shows. That shows with genuine heart might be at risk if they don't fit the new budget. But here's the thing. Viewers notice. They care. They remember. And when networks start cutting what made them special, fans start to walk away. That's the risk HGTV now faces. Lose the soul and you lose the audience. Whether you were a day one fan or just discovered Farmhouse Fixer, one thing is clear. This show left a mark. Jonathan and Christina brought grace, authenticity, and love to every renovation. They didn't just fix homes, they honored them. In a world of instant gratification and flash, they slowed things down. They reminded us of the value of heritage, detail, and intention. That's not easy to replace, and it's why fans feel this loss so deeply. So here's to Farmhouse Fixer, to the homes it restored, to the lives it touched, and to the viewers who watched with admiration every step of the way. What do you think about HGTV's decision to cancel Farmhouse Fixer? Do you think the network is losing its way? Would you support Jonathan Knight in a new home renovation project, maybe on YouTube or streaming? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear your stories. And if you believe shows like Farmhouse Fixer matter, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications. Because this isn't just about one show, it's about keeping heartfelt television alive. Thanks for watching, and here's hoping the Fixer spirit lives on, even off the air.